The forest floor is a tangle of roots and damp earth. Each root seems to grab at your ankles. They try to pull you down. Your breath comes in ragged, desperate gasps. Your heart hammers against your ribs, a frantic drumbeat. Something heavy crashes through the undergrowth behind you. You do not dare to look back. You only know you must run, fast. Trees like skeletal fingers claw at a bruised purple sky. There is no moon to light your way. Fear is a cold liquid filling your lungs. You cannot scream. The sound gets closer, a low growl underfoot, close on bare feet on wet leaves. You trip, tumbling onto wet leaves. A shadow looms. Then your eyes snap open. You are not in a forest. You are in your bed, tangled in your own sheets. Gentle hum of the heater. Distant rumble of a passing car outside. Your heart is still racing, a thin sheen of sweat on your forehead. You take a slow, deep breath. The alarm clock glows 3:14. The window is closed and locked. You are completely, utterly safe. The monster was a phantom. The forest was a fabrication. But the fear, the pounding heart, the need to escape, all felt terrifyingly real. Your brain is not a passive receiver of information. It is an active builder of your reality. Even now, your brain is doing more than seeing symbols. It takes in light, cross-references language, and constructs understanding. It blends what it sees with what it expects, filling gaps and making educated guesses every millisecond. We mistake perception for raw truth, when in fact we are co-creating reality, like an artist interpreting a scene. Choice of shades, textures, and composition mirrors how your brain composes experience. But your brain paints on an infinitely more complex, real-time canvas. It takes sensory data, light, sound, touch, and interprets it through a lifetime of learning. You experience not the world as it is, but as your brain models it for you. And when you fall asleep, the stream from eyes, ears, and skin slows to a trickle. Yet the architect keeps building. Cut off from outside input, it turns inward to the vast library of memories, remixing sights, sounds, and feelings. Your brain becomes filmmaker, novelist, and set designer, creating entire worlds from spare parts of waking life. It is not traditional hallucination. It is reality construction happening entirely on the inside, the world of your dreams. A place governed by its own unique rules and logic. Sleep is a journey through stages, each with distinct brain activity. We drift from light sleep into deep sleep and back again, in cycles through the night. The most vivid stage is REM, rapid eye movement, as if watching a fast-paced movie. Narrative, emotionally charged dreams thrive here. Brainwaves flip from slow and rhythmic to fast and irregular, resembling wakefulness. Breathing and heart rate become irregular. The brain is highly active. Yet a brainstem signal paralyzes voluntary muscles, REM atonia, preventing you from acting out dreams. High brain activity plus physical paralysis equals the perfect internal theater. You are in deep physiological rest and intense mental activity at once, paradoxical sleep. The brain generates complex worlds, characters, and stories while the body lies still. REM periods lengthen as night progresses. That's when the dreaming brain shines. REM sleep is not just entertainment. It helps process emotions, file memories, and link creativity with problem solving. A nightly therapy and brainstorming session. Dreaming can be visually rich. Landscapes, familiar faces, fantastical objects, with perfect clarity. The secret lies in the visual cortex at the back of your head. Awake, it processes eye signals. In REM, it lights up almost as much, despite no input from the eyes. Instead of outside-in stimulation, memory and emotion centers drive it from the inside out. The brain tells itself what to see, using the same machinery as waking vision. Neural pathways that fire for a real red apple can also fire in a dream. The visual cortex doesn't care if input is from eyes or memory. It constructs visual experience. It can pull any stored image, faces, places, cinematic vistas, and combine them into surreal hybrids. The visual cortex is the canvas. Other brain parts are the artists, painting with your life's visual palette. That is why dream images feel so real, so detailed, and so diverse. Dreams are rarely neutral. They are saturated with powerful emotion, profound joy, heart-wrenching sadness, paralyzing anxiety, intense anger. Deep in the temporal lobes sits the amygdala, a key limbic hub, especially for fear and threat detection. During REM, it can become hyperactive, up to 30% more intense than waking baseline. It's like turning up the volume on emotion. Small worries expand to nightmares. Fleeting happiness becomes pure bliss. Unconstrained by real-world context, the amygdala floods dreams with potent feelings. Its job is to keep you safe, even in dreams, drawing from memories and anxieties or inventing new dangers. Hence nightmares that trigger real fight or flight. Racing heart, tense muscles, drenched sheets. But in REM's safer, paralyzed context with lower stress hormones, reactivated memories can be processed, gradually stripping the sharp edges and fostering resilience, when logic takes a rest. While emotional and visual centers surge, another region steps back, the prefrontal cortex, seat of rational thought, logic, impulse control, and self-awareness, downshifts. Scientists call it hypofrontality. The CEO has left the building. With logic's guiding hand gone, dreams become bizarre and disjointed. Time runs backward, places change instantly, familiar people morph, and you accept it unquestioningly. The director is gone. The actors are improvising. Associative leaps flourish. A thought about work conjures a fish because you once saw it in a company logo. With self-reflection circuits quiet, you rarely realize you are dreaming. The world feels real because the skeptical, analytical part is resting, leaving you at the mercy of creative, emotional impulses. Dreams are a full-body sensory simulation. The brain doesn't show a picture of running. It simulates it, activating motor cortex and the sensations of muscles and wind. REM atonia acts as a safety brake, keeping your body still. It reactivates sensory memories, sound, touch, taste, smell, even the voice of someone you love. Your brain replays and remixes old sensory files to build new, immersive experiences. Often feeling comes first. Fear becomes a chase. An ocean memory becomes a beach scene. The autonomic nervous system responds to imagined danger or excitement, racing heart, sweat, breath, proving how convincing the simulation is. The Nightly Librarian. By night, the brain consolidates memories, deciding what to keep and transferring it to long-term storage. Replayed experiences are woven into existing knowledge, forming richer connections and fresh insights. It also prunes, weakening trivial and redundant links so tomorrow's learning has space to land. In REM's chemistry, emotional charge can fade from painful memories, preserving wisdom without lingering pain. Dreaming heals and prepares you. A tidy mind, steadier heart, and a clearer path into the day. Once the realm of psychoanalysis and spirituality, dreams are now a frontier of neuroscience. Lucid dream research hints at partial prefrontal reactivation, a window into consciousness itself. Scientists probe induction and communication during REM, bridging inner experience with objective data. Algorithms begin reconstructing dream imagery, early, blurry, but profound in implication. Dreams help us learn, heal, and create, essential to who we are. If your brain can create a world that feels completely real while you sleep, how do you know what reality truly is?